Today is week 2 of my tirzepatide injection, and I have had little to no side effects. I also want to point out that I lost about 10 pounds before I got on this medicine because I went to the doctor for my annual pap smear, and I was telling the doctor I'm not feeling very well, I'm gaining weight super rapidly, I'm having these other symptoms, and no one's listening to me. I'm going to make a whole video and probably post on YouTube later about more of that story and how I got help. But she was like, okay, we're going to test all your blood levels and figure out what's going on. Long story short, I have very high insulin. She said to the point where she doesn't know why I'm not diabetic. So she said, okay, we're going to try to get the weight off of you as soon as possible, as quick as possible. And so what I wanted to do was manage my symptoms that I was having from PCOS. So I got on birth control, I got on this other medicine that works with PCOS very well. So I lost 10 pounds very quickly in that first week. Then the next week I was able to go pick up my tirzepatide, which was last week, was my first dose on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, so it's time for dose number 2. So I lost 5 pounds last week from the tirzepatide, and it's hard to say what symptoms are from the birth control or the other medication or the tirzepatide because we kind of started everything all at once. So what my symptoms were really bad nausea, which could have been from my hormones and everything else that I was taking, or it could have been from the tirzepatide. I am a good water drinker, and there was one day towards the end of the week, a couple days ago, where I could tell I needed to use the bathroom, but it wasn't going to go as well as I wanted it to. So I would say stay on your water. Once I drank enough water, it was fine. So I would just say drink a bunch of water, and I focused on mainly my protein. If I wasn't hungry, I at least had like some boiled eggs or some chicken or some fish or something. In my case, it really helped with the food noise, like very well. And so I'm excited to see with week 2. I'm about to do the injection right now. I probably won't like show it on camera just because I'm insecure about my stomach, but maybe we'll get there. And I'm going to document it, so come along with me and we can do this injection. I will say that, sorry, it comes, let me put the needle back on. It comes in, for me, I got it from a compound pharmacy from my doctor, and it comes in a medicine bottle. It's hard to open, and you gotta keep it in the fridge, so just keep that in mind. I will say, it took me a long time to get the help that I need. A very long time, way too long. So if you're struggling with your hormones, or if you're struggling with whatever you think it may be, trust your intuition. Trust that you know that something's not right, and go get help. If that doctor doesn't listen to you, go to the next one. And I've had horrible experiences with doctors listening to me, or they won't test the right blood levels, and they're like, oh, you're fine. And I finally got the help that I needed, and even then when I went to her, she said, oh, you're fine, and just left. And then I called her back and I said, hey, I have some really valid concerns, and you're not hearing me when I tell you something's wrong, something's going on, and I feel like you just rushed me through the appointment. And she called me back in that day, did the necessary blood work, and it turns out I had some severe issues going on, which led me to the tirzepatide and all the other stuff that we're doing to try to get the weight off me, for me to feel better, to manage my PCOS symptoms. So get the help that you need. Be your biggest advocate. If you're going through something and it's not bringing you peace, or it's stealing your joy, or whatever it could be, it's taking away from your well-being, get rid of it. Be ruthless, kick it to the curb. Your happiness and health is your responsibility. If you're not happy where you're at, make changes. Go get the help. If someone's not listening, go to another doctor. I wish I would have done this a long time ago and been ruthless with myself and stay true to what I know is going on and gotten the help much sooner, much sooner. So I will say, take care of yourself. Make sure that you, I don't want to be in the camera when I'm doing this, make sure I'm doing it on my right side. Last week I did it on my left and I was fine with it, so I'm going to change to on my right side of my belly button, about 2 inches in. Just advocate for yourself. I can't say that enough. If I would have done this a long time ago, my life would look a lot different already, and I wouldn't be going through this. I will say, they tell you to fill it up with a little bit of air. I'm not going to give my specific dose out because that's going to be dependent on what your doctor puts you on, the pharmacy you get it from, the size of the syringe, all those things. So I'm filling it up now to my dose, trying to get all the air out. It's kind of hard because I don't want air in there, but I'm obviously not a nurse or anything, so fill it up. Okay. Let's see. Alright, it's super easy. Doesn't hurt at all, just push it in. I do the medicine slowly just because I don't want to do it fast. It doesn't hurt. Just trying to focus. There you go. Got it all out. That one bled a little bit. Last time it didn't bleed at all, but that's okay. stay tuned. I'm going to do my weekly updates. I'm really excited to see how far I come, and be your biggest advocate. Stick up for yourself. I'm regretting not doing this a long time ago because who knows what my life could look like. But my favorite saying that I've heard lately is, the time will pass anyway. So when you look back, what do you want to see? Do you want to see your goals being accomplished, or do you want to be in the same spot, being bitter and angry and resentful of yourself for not continuing to get help? Because that's where I'm at. I'm bitter, I'm upset, I should have gotten more help when I asked for it, and when I was turned away, I should have just went and asked somebody else, because that's what you're supposed to do. So this is my second injection, and I will update you next Tuesday. Love y'all. Take care of yourself.